Use synthetic division to find the quotient and remainder from dividing the polynomial by x plus 1. Synthetic division is a way of dividing one polynomial by a linear binomial to find the quotient and remainder. When dividing by a linear binomial using synthetic division, make sure the factor is written in the form x minus a. As you can see, x plus 1 is not written in this form, so we rewrite it as x minus negative 1. And we'll be using the negative 1 in the synthetic division calculations. These 6 placeholders are for each of the coefficients of the polynomial. Since this is a polynomial of degree 5, there are 6 placeholders, 1 for each term. This is how synthetic division works. The numerical term goes here, and we determine that that would be negative 1. Fill in the coefficients from the polynomial here. So the x to the 5th term has a coefficient of 1. The x to the 4th term has a coefficient of negative 13. This term has a coefficient of 57. This one has a coefficient of negative 83. This one has a coefficient of negative 34. And the constant term is 120. Start by dropping the first term here and multiplying by this term. So negative 1 times 1 is negative 1, and the product goes here. So negative 13 plus negative 1, we add these terms and the sum goes here, so negative 14. Continue multiplying by this number here. Negative 1 times negative 14 is positive 14. And then add these terms. So we get 57 plus 14 is 71. Negative 1 times 71 is negative 71. Negative 83 and negative 71 is negative 154. Negative 1 times negative 154 is positive 154. Negative 34 plus 154 is 120. Negative 1 times 120 is negative 120. And then we add these terms to get 0. So we end up with this division equation. P of x divided by x plus 1 equals, and these are the coefficients of the quotient, which is a polynomial of 1 degree less than the original polynomial. So we have x to the 4th minus 14x cubed plus 71x squared minus 154x plus 120. And there is no remainder since we have a 0 here. From the remainder theorem, we know that this term, this 0 remainder, is the same as p of x for x equals negative 1.